I've never considered myself a visitor to this community. I'm a son of this community. I work here. This is my home. I have the opportunity as a community health nurse to ensure that there's healthcare available to this very rural setting. That is my goal. I'll try to see 5 to 6 clients a day. Talking about those mothers who need prenatal care, mothers who are ready to deliver, mothers who have young babies at home. We sit down with them and talk about how to ensure that we give the babies the best start of life. I also have an opportunity to ensure that the well-being of the entire family is taken care of. We use Skyscape to diagnose and prevent any complications from setting in. The iPad, it's a resourceful tool. It's a doctor, it's a nurse, it's a public health officer in my bag.
Through this mobile app, we're able to deliver information that's changing every single day. And if we can help physicians to empower them, to provide them with the tools that can create a safer healthcare environment, that is the essence of what Skyscape does. And our goal always is to reach the most rural communities internationally.
The good way to describe rowing is when you see a duck on a Sunday morning, he's just floating along, looking so cute. But underneath the water, his legs are flapping 50,000 beats per minute. It's crazy, it's not pretty, and that's what I love about it. It's not like any other sport. I am a Paralympic bronze medalist in rowing. My first pair of legs had limitations to them. The feet would not move, so when I got on the erg and stretched my legs out, they would just be sticking straight up. So with this foot, I can connect with it through the Galileo app, and the foot can move up and down to whatever angle it needs to be. Before, if I wanted any changes, I would have to go into my prosthetist office to change the alignment in my foot, and you had to do it on their time. So this app has really allowed me to live my life instead of revolve my life around my prosthetics. It's really hard for a girl to be growing up and not being able to wear like high heel shoes because you're limited by your prosthetics. And these feet in my app allowed me to do that. And it's something just small as that, like, changed my life completely.
I had always known from a very early age I wanted to build software. When I lost my leg 3 years ago, I was really disappointed by the lack of technology in prosthetics. My first reaction was, this is something that I would really love to build an app for. The first time I saw live streaming data coming from my prosthesis, it sent a shiver down my spine. I'm like, this is where this technology should be. I can now control a part of my body using the iPhone. And I think that is going to become the standard as this level of care reaches more people.
Long ago, they didn't read and write. They didn't have a pencil and paper to tell the story, so they used to tell stories through their drum dancing. It wasn't easy. I remember a lot of things that weren't easy. When I woke up in the morning, it was frosty. My blanket was frosty. Today, a lot of young people, they lost tradition and culture and language. That's why I'm still fighting for my language to stay alive.
There are many, many American Indian languages that are on their last legs, and they will be gone forever from this earth unless something is done. My mom spoke only Cherokee till she was about 12 years old, but she didn't pass the language on to us. So I wanted to create an app to revitalize languages, to appeal to young people to create new language learners. And that's the only way a language can survive. Most of our clients are in very remote areas. There's really nowhere we won't go to do this. And we actually create an app on site while we're visiting them. So these apps have allowed us to revitalize small languages. And it's a way to put the language back into the home where it belongs.
How cute. My grandmother told me, she said, you can do anything in this world, but never forget where you come from.
Go get the placemats and then we're gonna wash our hands. Salud. Okay. Salud. Good job. Enrique is 10 years old now. He had been nonverbal his entire life. And then we came across Protocol on the iPad. And on the very first day, he says, "Hi, Mom, I love you." That was the beginning of my son speaking to me.
I love you.
I love you. And now, after 9 years, I know who my son is. I found out he's funny.
I'm so cool, don't you think?
He is a typical child now.
I think it's very gratifying to be able to make the tools that really help people like Enrique and his family. It's really nice to see how having an app that allows you to communicate can really open up the world in so many ways.
My name is Enrique Mendez.
In a way, it's almost like magic, what's happening.
Can I give you a hug?
I'm pretty happy that I found something that can actually have a really direct impact on people.
I need help.
You need help. I'll help you. Enrique's taught me that given the opportunity, anybody could learn to do anything.
I wish I could change all of healthcare. It's not going to be possible. Can we move the needle in one specific area? And we are.
I don't have a background in programming. I'm just a guy who saw a problem that needed to be solved.
I wanted to make my dent in the universe. I wanted to change people's lives, including my own.
It's just amazing to be able to do something you love, which is developing apps, and achieve something that is so meaningful to so many people in all parts of the world, in all walks of life, by doing what you love.